Like my style, don't you?
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First down, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside there to bring him down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important community amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On the option, here's Drake. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Sometimes I need a check.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fielded at the 33. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Niners are going offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
49er ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw.
At the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray being chased out left. He's going to take, and I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big guys will get the football back. For him now here in this 1st half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
At the 21-yard line.
This one caught by Isabella. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
He goes underneath the Drake, and they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Murray again. This is Drake. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play fake. Murray. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Murray now on 1st down. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Drake. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So his struggle's just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Out to the left here to Reed. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Murray on third down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First, that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another hard
play action. Now it's Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 36 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Mostert. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Murray. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Murray. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray again. Steps away to his left. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Brandon Ayuk.
A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the pickup, brings up second and
from the gun, a run with Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the 49ers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Murray from midfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Alexander on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Mostert. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 57.
Murray to air it out again. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Makes the score.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, hey, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
27.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
The score, Niners 38, Cardinals 27. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
And 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun, Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On play action, they'll throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Strip that ball. Mike 48, Mike 48.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they want.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So